They destroyed his home, captured his people, and hunted him for sport. But they made one fatal mistake. They let him escape. And from that moment on, the jungle stopped being his prison and became his greatest weapon. Imagine waking up one morning, kissing your wife goodbye, playing with your son, and believing life couldn't get any better, only for everything you love to disappear before sunset. That's exactly what happens in Apocalypto. Deep inside the dense rainforest, far away from the towering cities of the Maya civilization, lives a peaceful tribe of hunters. Among them is Jaguar Paw, a fearless young warrior who values nothing more than his family. His father often reminds him of one important lesson: never let fear take root in your heart, because once fear controls you, it controls your destiny. At first, life seems simple. The men hunt in the jungle, laugh together, and provide for their families, while the women and children enjoy the safety of their village. But that peace doesn't last. One morning, the tribe encounters a group of exhausted refugees fleeing from another village. Their eyes are filled with terror. They don't even need to explain what happened. Their silence says enough. Jaguar Paw watches them disappear into the forest, unaware that the same nightmare is racing toward his own home. Before long, armed warriors storm the village without warning. What follows is absolute chaos. Homes are set ablaze. People run in every direction. Anyone who resists is killed on the spot. Jaguar Paw fights with everything he has, but he quickly realizes this isn't a battle he can win. Instead of trying to be a hero, he makes one desperate decision. He lowers his pregnant wife and young son into a deep natural pit, promising them he'll come back for them no matter what happens. It's the hardest promise he'll ever have to keep. Moments later, he's captured alongside the remaining survivors, forced to watch his village burn to ashes. Bound together with ropes, the prisoners begin a brutal journey across the jungle. Along the way they witness villages destroyed, fields abandoned, and countless innocent people suffering the same fate. The farther they travel, the clearer it becomes that this isn't just a raid. An entire civilization is beginning to collapse. When they finally arrive at the enormous Mayan city, Jaguar Paw is stunned. Towering pyramids stretch into the sky. Crowds fill the streets. Gold, wealth, and power are everywhere. But beneath all that beauty lies unimaginable cruelty. The city is plagued by disease. Food is becoming scarce. The rulers believe the gods are angry. And when desperate rulers need answers, they demand blood. One by one, the captured prisoners are dragged to the top of a massive pyramid. Their hearts are ripped from their chests while thousands of people below cheer as though they're watching a celebration. Jaguar Paw realizes he's next. Every step toward the altar feels like his last. Just as the executioner raises the blade, something unexpected happens. A solar eclipse darkens the sky. The priests interpret it as a sign that the gods have accepted enough sacrifices. Jaguar Paw's life is spared. But freedom isn't part of the deal. Instead, the surviving prisoners are taken outside the city and released into an open field. For one terrifying reason. They're being hunted for sport. Jaguar Paw runs. Arrows fly past him. One strikes his shoulder. Another nearly takes his life. Most of the prisoners are cut down within minutes. But somehow, Jaguar Paw escapes into the jungle. Now the movie transforms completely. The hunters believe they're chasing a frightened victim. They couldn't be more wrong. This forest isn't unfamiliar territory to Jaguar Paw. It's his home. Every tree. Every river. Every animal. Every hidden path works in his favor. The hunters are stronger, better armed, and more experienced in battle. But Jaguar Paw has something they don't. The jungle itself. One by one, he begins turning the environment into a weapon. A poisonous snake becomes an unexpected ally. Quicksand swallows one warrior alive. Hidden traps force the hunters to panic. Every step they take could be their last. Slowly, the chase changes direction. The predator becomes the prey. The hunters, once so confident, begin to realize they're no longer tracking a helpless prisoner. They're fighting someone who understands the forest better than they ever could. Meanwhile, back at the pit, another danger is growing. Heavy rain begins pouring from the sky. Water slowly rises around Jaguar Paw's trapped wife and frightened son. The deeper the water gets, the closer they come to drowning. Now Jaguar Paw isn't just fighting for survival. He's racing against time. After surviving countless attacks, defeating his pursuers, and pushing himself beyond every limit, he finally reaches the pit. His wife and son are barely alive. With one final effort, he rescues them from the rising floodwaters. The nightmare is finally over. Or so it seems. As the family emerges from the forest, something appears on the distant shoreline. Massive ships. Foreign sails. Unknown men arriving from across the ocean. The surviving hunters stop and stare. History is about to change forever. But Jaguar Paw makes a different choice. Instead of walking toward the strangers, he turns back toward the jungle with his family. After everything he's endured, he knows exactly where he belongs. Apocalypto isn't just a movie about survival. It's about refusing to surrender when the world strips away everything you love. It's about remembering who you are when fear tries to define you. And in the end, Jaguar Paw doesn't survive because he's the strongest man. He survives because he never forgets the lesson his father taught him. Fear is a sickness. And the moment you refuse to let it control you, you've already won half the battle.